If we keep this up, I'll end up becoming a real specialist in escaping prison by any means possible. That being said, I'm really glad that we got my dear Alvida out of this jail.
Let's talk about it later.
Always at your service.
So, thank you for coming. Silvio was just going to tell me where he thinks I might find my mother's logbook.
Tomorrow, you'll be given a ship. Your mother's ship, to be precise.
But I thought it was lost in the storm.
Lost? No. But it did suffer tremendous damage. It's been recovered and repaired. As you know, I was the shipwright working on her ship. Before her accident, your mother asked me to build her a cache. A cache in her cabin. Just big enough to hold a logbook. If her logbook still exists, it must be there.
Why did you come to find Alvida now? Why didn't you tell her about this earlier?
The trial undoubtedly roused his remorse.
It has nothing to do with the trial. Even if I would have liked to have had a louder voice to help save you from this masquerade. If I've come now, it's because you are going to take possession of the Constancia. You, on your mother's ship. It's too good an opportunity to miss. For I know that the captain's logbook will prove my innocence.
What do you know of Alvida's mother's fate?
Unfortunately, everyone knows what happened and who is responsible.
I have always worked my hardest on all the ships I was assigned to, and I would never have let your mother, for whom I had great respect, go to sea on a dangerous ship. I don't know what happened. There weren't many survivors, and I never had the chance to talk to them. According to the official report, the weakened ship was unable to weather the storm, and for that reason it ran aground not far from the island, resulting in the death of the captain and some of her crew. But I know that's impossible.
Didn't you lose your position because of what happened to the Constancia?
Indeed. Admiral Barcelos found me guilty of what had happened to the captain. I think he even suspects me of having done it on purpose. But since there was no real evidence against me, they just banned me from working on ships.
Thank you for answering our questions.
I still don't trust you, Silvio. But I'll check the cabin on the Constantia once we're on board.
I sincerely hope that the logbook is still there. Because then everyone will see that I was falsely accused. I'll go back to my workshop now. Thank you for listening.
Alvida left for the port at dawn. She was excited to see her ship at last. Are we going to meet her?
This hollow in the ground reminds me of the places we bury contraband. We'd need a shovel to see what's buried there.
There you are. I'm happy to see you out of that courtroom and cleared of those ridiculous accusations. Captain Alvida has already returned to her ship and is busy preparing for your journey. When you're ready, just say the word and we'll take you aboard too.
We're ready.
In that case, climb into this boat and it will take you aboard. Godspeed.
Well, what do you think of my ship? It's quite the change from that old skiff. This one even has a cabin.
Yes, it is a fine vessel. But when will you take us back?
As soon as I can pay the crew and stock the old with food for the trip.
My family would certainly be able to finance the journey, especially since it would be an opportunity for them to compete with the Dorsays. They're a rival family who rule over the cities of Serene and New Serene. Come to think of it, they too could finance our trip, I suppose. They certainly have the means.
That would entail going to Peren, wouldn't it? I wouldn't mind going there too. There's someone there I need to see.
Really? Someone from Teleme, I presume?
Yes, a man of the cloth who might be able to help me get home. A certain Father Cardinal Pius.
I've heard of him. A charming old man who lives like a monk, I believe.
Yes, he's a priest and the Teleme ambassador. He can help me get home, but his influence could also be useful in getting your expedition financed.
Yes, I've heard of him. Well, having the backing of influential people is rarely a bad thing. My family is going to be thrilled when they hear about my exploits in Alima.
As for me, I'd like to go back to Iskiara. We left behind a giant, rampaging creature. and I hate to think what might happen to the locals and my companions. We can't just leave this beast to wander around. We have to find out what happened after our timely getaway. And since it's not possible to dock in Dooten, this will bring me as close as possible.
If only we had some support within the Alliance. Kernaz's plans worry me.
I have a friend in Olima who could tell us more about them. But it's risky.
Who are you talking about?
Zarin.
But she's Kernaz's wife. I wouldn't count on her betraying him for us.
I don't think they see eye to eye on everything. She's an intelligent, sensitive woman. And like I said, she's a friend. Getting back to Olima won't be easy. Those men are still out there looking for us. But Kernaz's party doesn't hold the majority. And with the right support...
Exactly. Supporters of the true Alliance could make sure you're forgotten.
That's a lot of destinations to choose from. We'll have to choose just one. So, where are we headed? I'm glad you came to see me. I'm going to need your help. It's a personal matter.
What does it entail?
As you may remember, Silvio told me about a cache on the Constantia. Despite everything that's happened to that ship since sinking, it wasn't discovered. I found my mother's logbook in there, but she had so little trust that she wrote in code. And I don't understand any of it. I need to know what information it holds. It may give me some insight into what happened to her. You understand?
Of course. But what do you expect from me?
I need you to find someone who can translate the logbook.
I'm at your service.
Someone in Ixantis can surely help us. One of the admirals, perhaps.
Are you happy to have become the captain of the Constantia? That boat must mean a lot to you.
I'm happy to have recovered my mother's ship, even though, I admit, I had misgivings at first. After all, she did die at its helm. But when I reached it, I immediately felt a connection, and many memories came back to me. Happy memories of my childhood.
Tell me about them.
Oh, I have so much to tell. I spent my very first years on this ship, you know? I climbed my first skylines here. I had small legs back then. It was difficult and painful. But when I got to the top, oh, what a view! I had the world at my feet, and I was so proud. Of course, my mother scolded me. I was too young and could have killed myself. But despite that, the feeling of touching the horizon, of being free as a bird, oh, it's something I'll never forget.
You must be very proud to have been named captain.
Oh, of course. And I'm all the more proud that I got my new rank as a result of an achievement. That's not always the case, you know. Sometimes the only thing that counts is your length of service. But this rank offers me such an opportunity. I'll finally be able to make my voice heard on things that are important to me. Maybe I'll be able to convince the guild to stop its involvement in human trafficking. In any case, I'll do everything in my power to make that happen.
What can you tell me about Yuxantis?
Our island is quite far from the mainland. Its land is poor, and its waters are terribly dangerous. Also, the people who live there have always been exceptional fishermen and sailors. Their survival depended on it. This talent made them useful to the mainlanders, and one day the sailors decided to unite into a guild. And the Knots quickly became not only sailors, but also shipbuilders. We build the ships, weave the sails, and braid the ropes on our island. Nowadays, not all Yuxantians are sailors, but they all still depend on the wealth of our guild. And for those who sail the seas, it's a home port. Their only true home beyond the waves.
I won't bother you any longer.
Don't worry. It's always a pleasure talking to you.
I imagine that there are more urgent matters than visiting the man I spoke of, Father Cardinal Pius, who lives in Peren. That said, We need to go and meet him as soon as possible. I need to inform him of all that we have witnessed. Kernaz's rise in power, his unwarranted attacks against the islanders. He will know what to do to put an end to it, and will be a strong ally against the general. And he is also a close relation of the de Vespe family, who could finance the journey to Tirfredi. He could certainly help us convince them if the support from Sybil proves insufficient.
You're saying that your father Cardinal wants to put a stop to Gurnaz's attacks on my people. But why would he even care?
Thélème is an enemy of the Alliance, as you know. And my nation does not find the conquest of your island by these people to be desirable. We have a different approach. It may not be perfect, I will readily admit. But we have no desire to remove your people from your homeland, nor to force them into slavery. Any information that would allow Thélème to put a stop to this conquest would benefit your people, believe me. Is there anything else you would like to know?
We'll go to Perrin soon enough, and we will be sure to meet him then.
If you end up docking in the city, I'll meet you at the embassy.
Of course. The magic that you're using is different from ours. Do you think you could teach me to use it?
I admit that I never thought about it. Of course, there is special training required to wield the rings, but you need to possess the gift of the enlightened, and your faith is so different than our own. But who am I to question what the divine intends for you? Let's try. We'll see what happens. It's incredible. May the enlightened forgive me. But I would have never thought that a native not of our faith could be so gifted in our magic. Of course, you'll need to continue practicing in order to progress. But you have the gift. This much is true.
Thank you, Fausta. I must leave you.
See you later.
Hello? I didn't know we had a merchant on board.
Not all ships do, but it seems that you have support among the admirals. Would you like to see what I have for sale? I sell a bit of everything. So, what...
At least one of the Admirals can help us. This is the first time I've heard of an encrypted logbook.
Doesn't she have other relatives who might know her code?
She and my father hadn't been getting along very well towards the end. But apart from him, I don't really see who could help us.
Captain Alvida. That has a fine ring to it. I'm very proud of what you've accomplished.
Thank you.
Young people, I don't know you, but you're very fortunate to have crossed paths with this woman. Here she's responsible for your conduct, so be worthy of it.
We could use your help, or at least your advice. It's about a logbook.
It's Mum's logbook. I mean, Captain Estrella's. We found it on board the Constantia, but it's written in code.
Are you sure it's your mother's logbook? She's been gone so long.
I'm absolutely sure. The cache where I found it hadn't been opened. I recognize her handwriting despite the code.
I'm sorry, Alvida. I didn't even know your mother coded her entries. We don't usually do that, as you know. Logbooks are usually made to be shared with other knots.
Do you know anyone who could decipher it?
I can only think of one person in Uxantis who's capable of such a feat. Our master librarian, the wisest of our people.
Thanks for your help.
Please, this story concerns me as much as my daughter. I hope you'll keep me informed if you discover anything. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Hello. You may come in and speak to the librarian, but he's the one who decides who can access our archives.
I can't tell you how happy I am that you've not only proven your innocence, but you also forced that horrible woman to acknowledge her lies. Klatir sessammel inimnatrem jam esse.
Wait, are you from Teofradi?
Yes. I was born there a long time ago. Then I joined the Naughts and I'm one of them now. But we never forget our homeland, do we? What can I do for you?
I'd never have guessed you were from our island. You speak the language of the Renaigse without an accent. How did one of our people become a Naut and end up here on Uxantis?
It's a long story. I come from a small village on the coast, Vignamri.
The village of the Sisaik Nemeas.
Exactly. I would watch these strange ships passing in the distance, as big as the whales whose bones I collected with my family. Sometimes they would stop and send men to our village to buy goods and food from us. They fascinated me. So one day, I asked to join them. I was very young then, and became first a cabin boy, then a deckhand. But I wasn't really cut out for sailing. What fascinated me more than anything was the incredible, intimate knowledge they had amassed of the sea. I'd learnt to read and write and joined this place as a librarian's apprentice. When the previous librarian was too exhausted to continue his work, I took his place. And here I am.
What is the role of a master librarian?
Apart from presiding over trials, I am the guardian of the Naught's knowledge. Perhaps on our island I would have become a Donegad like you. I don't use magic, but like you, I have a duty to archive, preserve, and pass on the guild's knowledge. I'm also consulted by the island's inhabitants whenever they need to know old customs to settle disputes. I strive to provide wisdom to all those who ask for it.
What can you tell us about the Great Library?
It's a fabulous place. I'm very proud of it. The Naughts have kept all the Portaland charts, logbooks, maps, ship plans, and navigational instruments since the guild was founded. It's an extraordinary treasure trove containing many secrets. Without them, the guild would not be what it is today, which explains why only high-ranking Naughts can access them. Some nations would do anything to learn even a fragment of what's inside these walls.
We managed to get our hands on Captain Estrella's logbook.
We found it in a cache on board the Constantia.
Well, that's wonderful news. I despaired of finding this logbook. You know we keep them all here, don't you?
Oh, alas, as it stands, it will be no more useful to you than to me, I fear. It's entirely encoded.
Encoded? That's strange. Captains don't usually do that.
You wouldn't have a way to decipher it. We thought, with your great knowledge...
I know some codes, of course. But without knowing the method chosen by Estrella, it could take me months. However, I may have an idea that would make our job much easier. Wait, I'll just be a minute. That's it! I found what I needed. Alma, Estrella's first mate, whom she trusted more than anyone, survived the shipwreck, but she left Euxantis. In my archives, I only found a rather vague indication of where she settled, but it's a start. She settled in Alima, in the port district. If anyone can help you with this code, it's her.
Thank you for your help, Master.
My pleasure, Captain. And if you manage to decipher the logbook, bring it back, will you? For our archives.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. It's always a pleasure.
If you want us to decipher your mother's logbook, we'll have to go to Olima.
I heard of a somewhat shady merchant, a colleague of sorts, who runs a shop by the port at night. She must know where to find a Naught who's forsworn the sea. She's the kind of person someone in my field of work needs to know.
There's a tavern by the port where information flows like beer. We could easily find out about a retired Naught there.
Thank you both. These are certainly good leads to find Alma.
Welcome to my domain, the Great Library of Yuxantis. Unfortunately, I can't let you visit our archives. Only naughts of a certain rank are allowed in there. However, I'll be happy to give you any information I can.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. It's always a pleasure. You've come back. How can I help you? Goodbye.
This hollow in the ground reminds me of the places we bury contraband. We'd need a shovel to see what's buried there. This hollow in the ground reminds me of the places we bury contraband. We'd need a shovel to see what's buried there.
These are the arid shores of Tainea. Do you know if Fausta had a way of contacting her friend? It's not going to be easy for a band of fugitives to get this to Zerin.
We should ask her.
On all those posters. Look! It's always hard to recognize someone from a description, but I'm pretty sure it's you.
What?
Yes. Yes, I'm sure of it. I've got to warn the guards.
I think I can solve this problem if you'd like.
Listen, it's nothing more than a terrible administrative error that we're going to have corrected very quickly. In the meantime, what do you say we go drink to our health and forget you ever saw us?
Yes, I suppose I could do that. Well, I'll be going now. But if you don't want this administrative error to cost you any more than it already has, you should get it cleared up as soon as possible. I'm not the only person here who's read the wanted ads. Have a nice day.
The guards put up posters describing you.
Hello?
That infamous smuggler should be here, right?
She only comes at night. We'll have to come back later.
Let's wait for her in that case.
I have goods from all over the world if you're interested.
Who goes there?
Come and see.
Show them what we're made of!
This armor is useless now!
My armor is broken!
some items I brought back from my travels. Would you like to take a look at them?
Hello. What can I do for you?
We are looking for a Nord who forswore the sea to settle here. A certain Alma.
I'm just a humble merchant. Why would I have that kind of information?
We don't know each other directly, but you must have heard of me. My name is Ludwig.
Now that you mention it, your face is not unfamiliar, dear colleague. As a matter of fact, I do know where to find her. But know that this kind of information comes at a price. Perfect. Alma lives in the northeast. Her house is located near the military district gate. But you should hurry up and find her. I know for a fact that soldiers are searching for her.
What could they possibly want from her? Is it because she deals with you?
Absolutely not. It's not for lack of trying to convince her to work for me, but she's the honest type. I don't know why they're searching for her, but if you ask me, it's not to court her.
We'll leave you to your business.
Goodbye. Have a nice day.
We must find Alma as soon as possible. We cannot allow the soldiers to arrest her. I wonder why they're after her.
The weather's nice today, isn't it?
Goods from all over the world if you're interested. Come and see.
Need a potion or a grenade? Ladies and gents, I have everything you need.
Everything you need to make your own equipment. Hello. Welcome back.
bounty on your heads is lower than mine. But I don't have the honor of having a description of my face plastered on every wall in Alima. You beat me on that count. That said, if you don't want to be fighting guards at every turn, we better take these posters down.
I hear guards coming this way. We should avoid them. I don't like the idea of fighting them when they're just doing their job.
You're from that miraculous island, aren't you?
We're too late. The soldiers have already surrounded our house. We have to get her out of there.
You! Stop right there! This is a special operation, and we have every power to arrest you if you get in our way.
We won't let you harm that woman.
To arms, men!
No closer! If you dare harm the captain in any way, you pay for it!
This armor is useless now! You require treatment to
It's one less of us. We can't let them win. At least I won't die at the end of the rope.
We've lost one of ours! I must remain focused! Thank you for coming to our aid. But who are you?
Who I am doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that Alvida is safe and sound.
Listen, old chap. If you think the captain needs protecting, you're even madder than you look.
I see that you're in good company, Captain. That you have friends by your side. But I have my orders. Nothing was to happen to you.
And may I know who gave you those orders?
Well, your father, of course. He's worried, what with the trial and this investigation that you are conducting. He asked me to keep an eye on you, to protect you.
Unbelievable. Where was he when we faced that giant creature on the coast? Or when his Alliance friends were trying to kill us? Where was he when I guided that skiff through the storm? Nowhere. He was never there. All I have, I owe only to myself. But now, he suddenly feels guilty and decides to stick me with a guard. Get out of here. I don't want to see you anymore. I'm old enough to defend myself.
I'm sorry you feel that way, but I have my orders.
Alvida, this is between you and your father. It's up to you to decide if you want him to help us, or if you want to send him away for good.
I'm no longer a child. And I was never a china doll. I have no need of your protection. Go tell my father that I am now old enough to look after myself, and that I'm in good company.
I am sorry that you feel this way, but I understand. And I must even say that I admire you, Captain. I will take your message to your father, and I wish you well.
Have you ever seen this man, Alvida? Is he really one of your father's men?
I've never seen him before, but if he says that my father ordered him to guard me, it must be true. I can't believe he has so little trust in me.
Do you blame your father for wanting to protect you, or for not understanding that you no longer need his protection?
I don't care what my father wants. I don't want this man around me.
Alma, you can come out. The soldiers are no longer a threat.
For now. But others will come, and we'd better be far from here when they arrive.
How can I know that you mean me no harm?
Alma, I'm Alvida, Estrella's daughter.
Alvida? No. No, that's impossible. The last time I saw Alvida, she was still too young to be a ship hand. And from your ink, I can see you're a captain.
I grew up and climbed to the top, it's true. Yet I am Alvida, Estrella's daughter. And today I am here to ask for your help. I found my mother's logbook on board the Constantia, but I need you to decipher it.
Then you found her cache? With Silvio's help, I suppose? You are who you say you are. I will help you, but only if you help me in return. As you said, I can't stay here. Take me to a safe place, and I'll do what you want.
We can escort you to my ship. Your old ship, the Constantia, and from there, drop you off wherever you please.
You can come out, Alma. We'll take you to the ship.
Alma, don't worry. We'll get you to the Constantia safe and sound.
Thank you, Alvida. And thank you all. I really don't understand why these soldiers want me dead.
We'll have to be very careful on the way. Other soldiers may be looking for you. We've almost reached the Constantia.
I'm really grateful for your help. I must admit that I'm a little nervous about setting foot on that ship again.
Oh, it's been perfectly repaired. You'll see.
For Experian.
That boy over there bears an uncanny resemblance to one of your people from that camp in the cave. Could he have joined our ranks? We should go talk to him, don't you think? We're here. All we have to do is row out to our ship.
Thank you. Thank you for protecting me and getting me here. Alvida, you really are your mother's daughter. Brave, generous, and trustworthy. If you have anything else to do here, I can go to the ship alone and wait for you there. I don't want to be a burden.
We'll come with you. I believe that Alvida and you have a lot to say to each other.
What a relief to be here on the Constantia. It has been well repaired. Estrella would be glad to see it. And even more so to know that you're Captain Alvida.
Thank you, Alma.
Will you be able to help us decipher the logbook we found?
Estrella had become very suspicious before her end. She had Silvio build the cache. She started writing in code. She never wanted to tell me what was causing her concerns. But she did give me her encryption key. So yes, it'll probably take a while, but I should be able to decipher her logbook.
Do you know why the Alliance soldiers were after you?
Not in the least. I've done my best to be discreet and lead a quiet life since I moved here. In any case, thank goodness you came. I have the feeling that they didn't intend to let me live.
I doubt these happenings are chance. It's as if our search brought on this attack.
It does seem to be quite a coincidence. But how could they know? I hope that the content of this logbook will enlighten us. What can you tell us about Captain Estrella?
She was an incredible woman, unwaveringly courageous and just. She knew how to lead her crew in fairness and kindness. I would have followed her to the end of the world. And she was also an excellent friend. You remind me of her, Alvida. I have no doubt that she would be proud of you.
We'll let you get over your ordeal.
I'm already much better, don't worry. And I'm going to get to work immediately. If I may, I will disembark at one of your next stops in the congregation or in Dooton. I'm no longer made for life at sea. I'll send you a message as soon as I've finished decrypting the logbook.
Thank you, Alma. And of course, we will drop you off wherever you want. And thank you for agreeing to help me in this whole affair. It means a lot to me.
you